Hello, BookTube. This is Alan, and it's interesting that why the local meteorologists in the North Texas area spend 10 minutes telling the viewers why it's hot, and that's all they're going to say. It's just hot. It's over 100 degrees today, and with the humidity, it's about 117. The lows are in the upper 80s, and they don't have to spend like 10 minutes saying, oh, it's going to be hot, there's a heat dome, there's, high pressure system, and it's going to be hot the next 7 days. It's always that way in Texas during the month of August, just like there's always wildfires in California during the month of August. It's nothing new. That's not to downgrade the people that are losing their homes and stuff. I just saying. This is a reread tag. I was tagged by Jason at bywaysandbookland, and this original tag is done by Ross Scallydandling about the books. And one of the things I was interested, I was heard a movie director and I forgot which one, he said that he watches the same movie maybe 3 or 4 times. And the reason he does so is that he always catches something. It might be small, something very detailed that he didn't catch in the first viewing of the film. And that's the same way with books. You might read a book, and then you might go back and reread it, and then something might click, and you can be interested in the book. So, prompt number 1, let's assume you do reread if you're doing this tag. So where do you fit on the rereading scale? Almost never to all the time. And the answer for me would be close to almost never. I don't reread books. The ones I do, like for instance this one by Ivan Turgenev, On the Eve. I read this 3 years ago, and I picked this up on a whim this year, and I started to read it, and I put it down and said, wait a minute, I've already read this. And I just put it aside because I could already remember the structure or the synopsis of the book, summary synopsis of the book. There are other books in which I had reread in the past, and some of those books are probably more theological books, like the eschatology of the Old Testament, or for instance, let's see if I have it in hand here. Reach for it, excuse me. This one, Documents of the Christian Church. This is basically a history of Christian doctrines, and you just want to go back and say there's something called the Council of Orange, and this is about a document. This is about Gnosticism. So what they did, they took different writings from people from like Eusebius. This is the 19th Creed. So you have the epistles of Eusebius in here. You have just a moment. You have Pliny the Younger in here, and this from Pliny the Younger, and you have and this comes from Trajan. His appendix. So you have different documents from different sources. So and you can use this as a resource material. So those type of things you want to go back and reread. The other things like casual reading, I don't do that. Prompt number 2, has that changed over your reading life? I didn't start reading to my late 20s. And I read Robinson Crusoe, Black Sunday by drew a blank. Yeah, that guy, Thomas Harris. And I know what the story is about. I know what the synopsis, the summary of the story is about. And I can pretty much tell you what's going to happen and how they're going to catch the killers, or, foil the plot, or what happens. And so, let me move on. Number 3. When do you reread? Maybe immediately after finishing the book, or not for years, or when the mood strikes. Well, that's kind of hard to say, because I tried in the past to, and I got this idea. Excuse me, I'm just moving things away. I got this notion to read Pilgrim's Progress every year. And this is a smaller book, not this thing. And in fact, I never even read this. And I got that idea because of a church pastor that I listened to, that I read, and he also taught at the seminary, and he said he read Pilgrim's Progress every year. So I said, "Oh, that's a great idea. Let me try it." So I just started once. I reread read it from front to back, excuse me. And then the next year I didn't do it. The next year I didn't do it at all. On my shelf is see if I can get it here. Oh, there it is. This one here was C.S. Lewis, and you're supposed to go every day with this, and I can't. I don't. And so this is actually would be a reread, because it's like a devotional. It's just daily reading for his classical works, and he goes day by day throughout the year. And I'm not disciplined enough to do that, to just sit there and make an effort, make time to go through a devotional every single day, and then start the next year doing the same thing every day. And I just maybe pick this up every once in a while. Maybe once a month I might pick it up, read in there a couple of times, just go on. Number 4, why do you reread books? Like I said, if I had to reread books, it would take, it would have to be more disciplined if I did it, and I'm not very disciplined in rereading anything. And I'll give an example. To Kill a Mockingbird, I read that book for the first time like 3 or 4 years ago. And I caught it. I caught something in the book that majority of people who post a review on Goodreads miss totally. And that is how people act. And that's the main thing about the entire book, how people act. And what our reaction to the way people act. Because that theme is all through the book. And so I catch those little themes throughout the entire story and look for those all the time. And sometimes they just pop up and I'm not even looking for it. So, yeah. Number 5. How do you reread? Faster, slower, or just the best bits? Well, if I do reread a book, it would be just to catch the quotes. Excuse me, something fell here. Sorry about that. Just to get the quotes from the book that I might use in a review that I've written for NetGalley or for Goodreads or Instagram. And I put those because sometimes I won't mark my book to where the put a tab in it to to where the quote is, and I have to go back and look for it. Okay, number 6. What do you reread? More specifically, which authors are sorry, I wish I could make it on my writing. I need to do something about this. Writing crayon or something. Which authors, genres, from books? What do you reread? Well, I don't know how to answer that because I don't reread, so number 8. Number 7, excuse me. Yeah, 7. Which book was the worst that you reread? That doesn't make any sense. Sorry. Maybe I wrote it down wrong. Excuse me. Fixing my power here. That doesn't make any sense. Why would you reread a book if it didn't make any sense? It was terrible the first time. Yeah. Or you couldn't get it the first time. Because usually I just get rid of those. Here's the last one. Which book have you read most times? Well, according to books, you tell people you read what book are you reading, they'll say the Bible, but Bible is consisting of several books. So you have to be more specific. So more specific would be the Gospels, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, or the epistles of Paul, or Acts, or the Corinthians, or James. I only read through the book of Revelation once. And currently reading the book of James. N.T. Wright's section, commentary on it. And read the book of Daniel, Genesis once. One time I read through the entire Bible one time. Just one time. And I tried, just like the C.S. Lewis, I tried to do a read through the Bible in 1 year type deal. I couldn't hang with that. Well, thank you for watching. Like if you wish. Subscribe if you wish. Comment. And have a good day, BookTube.